So let's start by asking ourselves, what should be expected of hyperconvergence or software-defined storage? If we look at the legacy stack, starting from the top, we have orchestration management on the upper left above the hypervisor. And then we have core infrastructure, servers, storage switches, highly available shared storage arrays. And then we have we have SSD arrays, deduplication for backup, deduplication for WAN, cloud gateways. These are three products that just dedupe, compress, and optimize the data, each in different phases of its life cycle. And then we have caching, and then we have data protection applications such as backup, DR, etc. The promise of hyperconvergence should be to address what I call the $55 billion problem. The $55 billion problem has to do with the fact that today the market needs to acquire about 8 different products in the storage arena, each addressing one function. So the market spends $55 billion on these products. Numerous devices for every function, different vendors that you need to procure from, different professionals that you need to train on your staff. Then you need to manage each one of those products from different screens. Each one of these appliances are over-provisioned because they don't share resources across the appliances, so each one of them has utilization of 10% that you pay for, Mr. or Miss Customer. And then the problem is compounded because you have multiple sites. This costs you space, power, labor. All in all, this is very expensive. So if this is the promise of hyperconvergence, what's the reality? The reality is as follows. Most hyperconvergence vendors only offer what we see here in the orange bracket. Storage in the server on some clustered file system. The rest of the stack here below is not really addressed. Some of the hyperconvergence vendors also promise management orchestration, but there's no problem with management orchestration. You get that from VMware, you get that from numerous other management panes. This does not address the main problem, which is the data storage problem. So what does SimpliVity do? SimpliVity offers the best of both worlds. On one hand, enterprise capability. On the other hand, cloud economics. We've developed a software stack that basically takes all of the capabilities here on the left below the hypervisor, and we offer them on any x86 platform. You see here 3 options: Dell, under our bezel, Cisco, Lenovo, and others to come. And the underlying technology is our data virtualization platform. Takes all of this functionality below the servers, runs them on any server. There's no need to buy all these products and train all these people. So you might say this is a nice vision, but does this work? Well, let's go to the proof point. Let's look at this company, a customer of ours, one of the 50 largest companies in the world in the financial services arena, transforming to SimpliVity. This is their environment before SimpliVity. What we see here are 6 data centers, 2 on each continent, 2 in the US, 2 in Europe, 2 in Asia. And in those data centers, they basically have best-of-breed products. They have blade servers and rack mount servers from Cisco and HP. They have SAN switches from Brocade and Cisco. Their SAN storage is HP 3PAR, and their NAS is NetApp. Then they have data domain for backup and deduplication. Then they have Riverbed for deduplication of the WAN, and they use backup applications from Symantec on Commvault. So let's imagine for a moment, what is that going to look like if the vision that we described in the prior slide actually applies? In other words, can we really deliver on this particular promise? Can we deliver all of the stack on the left just on these particular servers? So if we go back to this particular reality, using SimpliVity's technology, 3 data centers are going to be shut down, and all the gear here on the left is going to be eliminated. And instead of all of that, the 3 new data centers, instead of running on all of this legacy gear, are running on 125 Cisco UCS rack mount servers, using SimpliVity software in order to deliver all the functionality here on the lower left. 61 systems in the US, 52 in Europe, 12 in Asia. So you might say, this is very dramatic. This is a transformation of the industry. What applications are they running on this new gear? Well, they're running their mission-critical applications. Their homegrown financial services application, their Oracle databases, their Microsoft suite, and in addition, their VDI environment, their dev test, and their web environment. In fact, 4,000 VMs run on this environment globally. According to their auditors, they're reducing $100 million of TCO over 5 years. That's 4x reduction. They're saving about 10x of space. Instead of all of this space, this is 2x, from 6 data centers down to just 3. And this reduces the footprint by another 5x. Let's look at some live pictures because this is phenomenal. This is a transition in the market. I visited them on July 12th. This is the environment before SimpliVity. We have here 3 rows of legacy gear. You see the storage here? All in all, 34 racks. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we were to count them, 34. So ask yourself, what is this environment, this very expensive environment, going to look like after the SimpliVity effect? We have row 1, we have row 2, we have row 3. Here's the new environment. All of these 34 racks collapse down to just 3 racks. Instead of having numerous professionals managing each and every one of the products on those data centers, one person manages all of this environment from one screen. Could be from vCenter, it could be from UCS Director. So in this environment on the right, coupled with, this is 61 systems here, with another 52 in Europe, another 12 in Asia, this customer is basically reducing $100 million over 5 years. This is the new IT reality. This is the alternative to the public cloud. Not only is this an alternative to the public cloud, this technology will run the public cloud. So if you look at all the large telcos in the world who want to be public cloud providers, they will run on this technology, SimpliVity, on any server that is chosen. The good news is that we have over 6,000 systems now deployed globally. About 45% of our business is coming from outside the United States. We've only been selling for 3 years. So this is phenomenal growth. And the strategy that is working here is a combination of the following elements. Number one, we've developed purpose-built technology that offers the best of both worlds. On one hand, enterprise-grade resiliency, protection, scalability, data efficiency, and the ability to manage remote sites. On the other hand, given that all of this is software and an assimilation of these technologies, we can now offer cloud-like simplification and economics because all of this runs on a server of your choice. This is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. We've just seen one of the largest companies in the world employing this particular technology. Our role is to make sure that all CIOs in the world are aware of it, they take notice, and they evaluate this technology. There are no limits to this particular technology. This is the new face of IT.